What's going on, everybody? Happy NFL Draft Day. Really exciting day today. Always love the NFL Draft. Of course, it feels a lot different this year with the Jaguars not having like a top 5 pick. But nonetheless, still fun. Really can't wait to see like where the quarterbacks go. And, tonight I'll be live streaming and have some special guests coming on too. So hope you guys all want to watch along with me as we get a good live stream going for the entirety of day one. So some NFL news broke yesterday, and it was I think it was late yesterday, early this morning. And unfortunately, Jaguars left tackle Cam Robinson will be suspended to start the 2023 season. I think it's a PED thing. Usually these PED things last between 4 to 8 games. I would probably say realistically, maybe 6 games, 4 to 6 games, hopefully. It's a major blow. He's our left tackle, and honestly, something like this probably gives Walker Little a huge advantage when it comes to who's going to win the left tackle job between him and Walker Little. I think now Walker Little is pretty much going to be slated to start left tackle. Look, if you're going to be unavailable for over 25% of the season because of something that was completely avoidable, that probably makes you lose that job. And look, let's be real. One of the most important positions, maybe even the most important position outside of quarterback, is the player protecting the quarterback's blind side. And look, Walker Little was really solid at playing left tackle last year. And this probably moves Cam Robinson out to right tackle. And then if we're looking at it honestly, there's a good chance that Cam Robinson really isn't in the Jaguars' future plans. Next year, the Jaguars can cut him and save $17 million off the cap. It's going to be a year where you have some, you're going to have a lot of players to pay. I mean, next year you're eligible to give Trevor Lawrence a contract extension. We have impending free agents such as Josh Allen, Calvin Ridley. How about Evan Ingram if they aren't able to work out a deal with him? And including just some other guys that, maybe they want to give him a deal early, we see so often where you give a guy a deal early and then, helps out the cap, all that different stuff. So, yeah, Cam Robinson being out, that's a pretty big blow. Does it affect the draft plans tonight? I wouldn't think this solely does. I wouldn't think that, okay, we're going to be missing Cam Robinson. We need to draft the left tackle at number 1, at the first round pick now. I don't believe that. But I believe it's more so when you look at the future of the Jaguars and Cam Robinson's future as the Jacksonville Jaguar, then you really have to make the decision of, is this guy going to be our franchise left tackle, or is Walker Little, how can we save some money next year? All that really does come into play. But, left or offensive tackle, whether it be DaVon Jones or the tackle out of Oklahoma, there's Anton Harrison. There's really a lot of options for the Jaguars there, and pretty much anybody, there's a possibility for anybody. Now, some other better news is that, look, the Jaguars agreed to a contract extension for nose tackle DaVon Hamilton. It's a 3-year deal. I think it's $36 million, 24 guaranteed. And look, he's a player that came out of a really bad draft. When you look at that 2020 draft, players before him were, in the first round, he had C.J. Henderson, not on the team anymore. Caleb Chase on certified bust. Laviska Shenault in the second round, also not on a team anymore. And then you get DaVon Hamilton in the third round, and then you sprinkle in some guys like Shaq Quarterman. Just a pretty underwhelming draft, but luckily we're able to get some value out of it. And, DaVon Hamilton, he gets a contract extension at a position where the Jaguars are very thin at. Look, we need to keep building the defensive line, where defensive line is definitely not the strongest suit of the Jaguars. And, DaVon Hamilton had a really good year in 2022. So I'm looking forward to, continued contributions for him. So, yeah, it's going to be fun, man. The NFL draft tonight. We'll see who the Jaguars get. We have 2 picks tomorrow on day 2 as well. So it doesn't feel like the NFL draft is today. Just the hype really isn't there, it feels like, for me. But it's always a fun time. But, yeah, man, catch up with you guys later. Go Jags.